All right, y'all. We finna get into this Shannon Sharpe situation and this boxer. You know what I'm saying? Let's dive deep to the story.
Sharpe had the boxer Shakur Stevenson on his podcast tonight. It was an absolute spectacle, bro. Shannon Sharpe crashed out after being disrespected by Shakur. Shakur crashed out. So this all started because Shannon Sharpe told Shakur he don't like his fighting style. Now, this is not something that's brand new. I think Floyd Mayweather went through the same thing, where essentially Floyd fights towards the end, especially when he broke his hand. It got boring. Floyd was unable to knock out people. It was essentially a defensive fight. People got sick and tired and bored of Floyd kind of outpointing people to the victory. So Shannon is expressing the same thing with Shakur, essentially telling Shakur, hey man, your fight.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't if you want to stay in boxing, you ain't necessarily gotta knock a motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? You can dib and dab a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's really the points. Knocking the motherfucker out, that's you know what I'm saying, basically like a win, you know what I'm saying? But really, it's, you know what I'm saying, how much punches you threw. You know what I'm saying? That's what really counts in boxing.
It's a boring. You won't get the credit you deserve. If you don't knock out people, people won't consider you the best. And Shakur took great offense to that.
You going at the end of my career?
I don't believe
you going to say
they'll rank you like that.
You going to say why was his fight so easy? Why wasn't he hurt? Because I'm that great. That's what you going to say.
We're not saying that you're not great, Shakur, but I don't believe, and this is me. This is my opinion. Joe has his opinion. Ocho believes you hung the moon. I don't believe that you're going to get the credit you deserve without knocking people out.
That's why you never boxed before.
That's not boxing.
That's how I know you never boxed before. Floyd Mayweather, you could talk about Floyd Mayweather. You can say the guys that he knocked out, but in the tail end of his prime, he wasn't just knocking guys out. This is not true.
No, because his hands got brittle.
Exactly. I got hand problems too. What's the difference?
Well, I didn't know that. My bad.
Everybody know that. That's why you ain't been doing your homework. You got to do your homework.
But you can't say just because I don't like your style that I don't know boxing.
You don't.
I grew up in an era where Sugar Ray and them was knocking people out.
You just told me that I don't put myself in harm's way by getting in the ring. That's what you told me. That let me know that you don't do your homework.
But you talk about one fight. You talk about Teofimo.
Any fight.
What about all the other fights? I'm not.
Any fight.
Am I the only one
said
that about you?
Right.
I was wondering one thing. Am I the only one that's ever said that about your fighting style? Yes or no?
A lot of people that don't know boxing say that.
No.
I'm not a boxing expert. I'm not Max Kellerman. I can't bring to you the intricacy of the boxing and no. I can only tell you what I see with my eyes. The last Shakur fight that I watched, and after this fight, I told myself I'm done watching Shakur, was when he fought, I think it was Williams Zepeda. That's the fight essentially, everybody on social media said, bro, this is the most boring stuff. But we've never seen anything more boring before. This fight is boring. These dudes were walking around the ring, running from each other. It was terrible. Shakur essentially was backing up the entire fight. It was.
See, I ain't never seen his fight, but due to the fact they talked about Floyd Mayweather, I seen a lot of Floyd Mayweather fights. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? He bag around and all this shit. That's part of boxing. It's different styles to it. You know what I'm saying? You got Mike Tyson. He'd just come in the ring, just boom, just knock a motherfucker out on bro. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers float like a butterfly, sting like a bumblebee, goddamn, just, you know what I'm saying? Do all, you know what I'm saying? Jab around, you feel me? Then you got motherfuckers like Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's certain styles and levels to this. It's different. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, well, that shit, he a weak fighter. It's different styles and shit. That's all it is. But did he get knocked out? I don't know, because I ain't never seen a nigga fight. Bro.
Terrible to watch. After that fight, I say, yeah, I'm done watching Shakur fights. But that's just me, though. Now, I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. He's not a great fighter. I just personally said I'm not wasting my time anymore watching Shakur Stevenson fight. I'm good. Right? If I want to see track, I'll go watch track and field, bro. I'm now watching somebody back up and walk around the entire fight, okay, and try to win off of points and jabs. So clearly Shannon Sharpe isn't the only person with this opinion. Now, Shakur is dismissing it as anybody with this opinion don't know boxing. Again, I'm not a boxing expert. I can just tell you what my eyes see, and my eyes saw Shakur backing up with Williams Zepeda. It was very boring. The general consensus on social media was this dude fights are boring. So I guess any and everybody who has ever criticized Shakur don't know boxing. But nonetheless, though, Shakur took this really, 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 really personal and took this conversation somewhere it didn't really need to go. This could have just been a boxing conversation. He kind of escalated this conversation to a point it didn't need to go at all.
I can't tell you. I'm not. I don't know the answer to that.
But you can tell me.
I don't pay attention to it if it
all
did.
the good things that people are saying. You can tell me what Bud said. You can tell me what Floyd said. You can tell me what Andre Ward said. But you can't tell me any negative. So it tells me that you surround, and that's how we are. We consume the news.
I'm surrounded. Finish your sentence.
That's favorable to us.
You about to say a cap sentence. I'm surrounded by what?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you consume the positive news. And so if somebody says something that you don't want to hear, you assume, well, I don't value your opinion because you're not a boxing aficionado.
I assume that you don't know about boxing. That's all I'm trying to
You don't know about basketball, but you got an opinion on it.
I don't try to debate. If I'm sitting here with Kawhi Leonard, I wouldn't try to debate with Kawhi Leonard about basketball.
I'm not,
because I'm not that ignorant.
So I can't have an opinion about
what I'm trying to tell
you
is you're being ignorant. That's it.
That may have just went over your head. If you didn't grow up in a
Hey, that's facts though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a little bit about boxing and shit. I did a little bit of here and there. You know what I'm saying? Football too. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go into some soccer, I'm ignorant. I don't know shit about soccer, goddammit. I don't know shit about that shit. All I know is kick the fucking ball. That's all I know. I don't know all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm ignorant to that shit. Now, if you talking about chess, I know how to do chess. Checkers, fuck checkers.
Certain environment, or you didn't grow up around certain people, then you don't understand what Shakur Stevenson just said and how disrespectful that is. If you grew up around a certain generation of black folks, if you grew up around black folks from a certain region or demographic, then you understand Shannon Sharpe is a 50, 60-year-old black man who's from the South. That ignorant word, now, Shakur could have said other things like, hey, you a casual, you don't know what you're talking, but when you say you ignorant, that's damn near a slur. That's damn near one of the most offensive things you could ever say from somebody in his generation from where he's from. Yeah. He's from deep down south, bro. He's 50 plus years old.
Wait a minute, he like, ignorant? Nigga, ain't nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you call that man ignorant? Those are fighting words. If Shakur Stevenson was in front of Shannon Sharpe, they would have been fighting and tussling. That word is the most disrespectful thing you could call someone from where Shannon Sharpe is from and what he has experienced. Shakur knew what he was doing, man. When I heard him say that, I knew automatically, oh yeah, it's about to go downhill. And I caught it. Because you know what happened? It went downhill. From that moment on, things just completely derailed. And it got super personal.
I get all that. That's fine. That's fine.
You're being ignorant.
Shakur, book ignorant is something that should never come out of your mouth because you don't have a degree.
Okay.
I run circles around you in the classroom.
Brother, I don't give a by the classroom.
Be respectful. I've never called you ignorant. I've never called you ignorant.
On the planet that has not finished high school or finished school that is smarter than the book smart motherfucker.
They didn't call me ignorant. You did.
Ignorant.
Be respectful.
You're being ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
No.
That's what you're being ignorant. I'm not calling you ignorant as a person. I'm calling you ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
And talk about ignorance.
You are in boxing. You are in boxing.
You're ignorant about all sports.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be the smartest about all sports. You're trying to be smart about boxing.
You're not the smartest boxer.
I'm not the smartest boxer. I'm a way smarter boxer than your favorite fighter.
You don't know who my favorite fighter is.
I don't have to know.
You don't. I tell you what.
Don't be mad at me because you get F.
This is what I do.
You got an F. That's it. You got an F.
F what?
In boxing.
Yeah. I got
in boxing. Yes, you got it.
I have an opinion about my style and what I like to see.
And you can have your opinion.
I didn't try to say, would you this, you that.
You can have your opinion. I don't have no problems with your opinion. I think that. No, I don't.
You do. You just called me ignorant, but
I said you're ignorant in the sport of boxing. I done told you this 100 times.
Which
whether you want to hear it
my opinion.
Not. In boxing, you are ignorant.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe, he lost this one. Like, checkmate with this one. Like, he should just gone ahead, own up to it. Like, yeah, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Young brother. You feel me? I'm ignorant to boxing. I don't know boxing, but I know about football. That's it. You know, he should have just kept it real like that. But he had to
opinion.
And I
It's
stand
my
by
opinion. It's my
you're
opinion.
ignorant.
You got upset because I don't fall and praise you. Your style is boring to me.
This conversation is not about boxing. I first want to put that out
Not
there.
no more.
And you're about to find out very shortly why this conversation was never about boxing. Shannon Sharpe is pissed off at Shakur Stevenson for bringing up the fact, that he went through a situation last year on a podcast and talking trash about Shannon Sharpe going through that situation. Shakur is mad at Shannon Sharpe for having opinions about his boxing, which is why Shakur was on a podcast gossiping and talking trash about Shannon Sharpe and bringing up Shannon Sharpe's situation from last year. Shannon Sharpe will ultimately bring that up. And I say that to say, Shannon Sharpe knows he's a casual. Like, when you're asked to describe what Shakur Stevenson boxing stance is and you can't, like, you don't know what his boxing stance, you can't name the boxing stance you're describing, you are a casual. But he still has his opinion. But Shannon Sharpe came into this podcast with an agenda. Shakur came into this podcast with an agenda. Both these dudes were pissed off about the conversations they were both having about each other on their own individual platforms. So Shannon Sharpe even brings this up and tells Shakur he's broke, that he can't see him when it comes to that paper.
Damn.
And he heard what Shakur was saying about his situation from last year, which, from my perspective, if they would have started this conversation off with this, it would have saved them like 2 hours of conversation, right? If Shannon Sharpe would have told Shakur, hey, man, all right, I heard what you said about my situation from last year. I don't like you. I think you're broke. Don't speak on me. Conversation over. Cool. But they beat around the bush until they finally got to what the root of their issue is.
No, I hope he get everything right with his personal life. But you ain't gonna bet that money for real. You bluffing.
What you
bluffing?
I'm
You
going
ain't
to
gonna
bet.
bet shit.
I'm going to bet.
It might not. The bet might not be.
Oh, he gonna bet something right.
Nah, he gonna bet something nice, but he ain't betting no 100,000.
So what he gonna bet?
He gonna bet though.
What's the number?
We going to bet.
I say
That's what you gonna bet. Ocho.
Whoa. Don't
I'm
worry
asking
what
Unc
I
right now
said.
what he gonna bet. What that got to do with
I'm
you
gonna
right
bet.
now, Unc? What you gonna bet? Don't save him.
Oh, I'm saying a number
Don't
so I make
save
sure I
him.
get my cut.
Oh, you set him up.
Hold on. What you mean save me?
Yeah, but
Hey, Shakur,
Yo,
I know you had a lot to say about that situation that I went through last year. Don't let that situation
what
fool you.
situation?
I still would rather check the bank bounce. So don't let that fool
What
you.
situation?
okay,
I know you've been fighting for a minute.
Unc, I'm confused. What situation you talking about?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk off screen. But I'm
Yeah,
just
off
saying,
screen. I got you.
I know you've been fighting for a minute. Your pocket's not that deep.
Okay, so bet it. That's all. I've never said my.
No, no,
Hey, hold
no.
on.
Hey,
Ocho.
No.
Ocho,
Hey,
chill.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there for you like
Unc.
this here. I know you've been fighting for a minute. Your pocket's not this deep.
I'm not trying to have a competition on who pockets
But
deeper.
don't talk about I'm scared. Hey,
I'm not trying to have a competition off of who pockets deeper.
Okay.
How old are you?
Because you talk about you not
How
gonna
old are
bet
you?
or you scared. Ain't no scared here.
How old are you?
Okay.
How old are you?
Hey, don't worry about
How
that.
old are you?
The money
Since you
gonna be
went
good.
there, hold on.
Money
I'm
don't
ready to go
age.
there too. How old are you?
I don't know how old
Now
I
you
am.
know your age.
But I tell
bet
you
you
what,
when I get your
they
age, I
still-
have more money than you.
They take, bro. All I'm gonna say is this. They still take money from the 1800s. So money don't get old.
I'm down, but you went to a place where I'm ready to go. Once I get your age,
You
I
kept
bet I
saying,
got more money
I ain't
than
gonna
you.
bet no. You kept saying,
Once
I
I
ain't gonna
get
bet no
your
money
age, I
like
bet
I
I
ain't
got
got
more
no
money than
money. Hey, look here. I got enough.
Okay,
He said he
When
got
I
enough,
leave here,
though,
I'm
bro.
gonna leave my kids in a better
I
situation.
agree.
than they
That's
ever
why I
thought.
say we ain't even gotta go to.
You
No,
the
you
one that
said
kept
something
saying
about the situation. I ain't say nothing about your situation.
No, you did. You did. You was talking because you heard what I said. I heard what you said. Somebody sent it to me that he got in a situation. Yeah. I heard what you said, and you know you said it. Don't
I probably did.
I've been mad enough to. I've been mad enough.
What you talking about? You got more money than me right now. I'm telling you. By the time I get your age,
you see what I mean?
Oh man.
Well, no, somebody sent it to me. That you should have started off with that. I don't think Shannon Sharpe in his mind thought Shakur Stevenson was calling him broke. No reasonable person hears you're scared to bet and think, oh, you called me broke. No, that's not what that means. No, that's just me. You're scared to bet, meaning you don't believe your opinions. You aren't rooted in your convictions. Like, you don't really believe what you're saying. Like, you don't believe I can lose. You're just saying it. But Shannon Sharpe using that as an excuse to go that personal and to bring up money shows he already had resentment towards Shakur for speaking up on his situation. He went into this with resentment. He just used this as an excuse to go off on Shakur. It's simple as that, bro. Because no reasonable person is hearing somebody say, hey, man, you're scared to bet, man. You won't put up that money, as you calling them broke, right? So Shannon Sharpe went personal, but you got to blame Shakur for opening up the floodgates. Because I don't think Shannon Sharpe would have had an excuse to go personal if Shakur Stevenson ain't called Shannon Sharpe ignorant. Now, I do think Shannon Sharpe is a casual boxing fan. You feel me? Like, I don't think Shannon Sharpe can talk about the intricacy of boxing with someone like Max Kellerman. But both these dudes harbor the resentment. They just use this podcast to take it out on each other. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch another good video,
I feel like that was a chess move anyway. Him calling him ignorant. Like, he like, you know what? I'm going to call his ass ignorant because he boxed. You know what I'm saying? That's like playing chess anyway. So he used that shit. He like, you know, I'm calling his ass ignorant. Oh, bro. You know what I'm saying? That stirred his ass up.